Well, it's all coming down to the final race of the year. The playoffs begin here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. It's the NASCAR Cup Series Verizon 200 at the Brickyard, round number 6 of 8 of the 2022 NASCAR season. Now, at the end of this race, and the results are official, the 4 drivers with the lowest amount of points, they'll be eliminated from the playoffs, leaving us with 8 as we head into Hartford. Let's go to your starting grid that was decided by the qualifying earlier this week. Chase Elliott starts on pole alongside Kyle Larson in second. Team Hendrick locks out row number 1, and Bubba Wallace starts in third. Tyler Reddick in fourth. Martin Truex Jr. starts in fifth, with Denny Hamlin third in the championship points. He starts sixth. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just a few ahead of Denny Hamlin. He starts in seventh, alongside Joey Logano, who won round 2. He starts in eighth. Brian Blaney missing out on the playoffs with the wreck at Indianapolis. He starts in 9th. Then we go to Kevin Harvick in 11th, Eric Almirola in 12th. Matt DiBenedetto in 13th with Kyle Busch beside him. He won last time out right here at Indianapolis. Then it was Daniel Suarez who starts in 15th with Alex Bowman beside him. Austin Dillon starting in 17th, Kurt Busch in 18th. He won back in round 3. And in the rear is Christopher Bell in 19th, William Byron in 20th. Let's get you caught up on a few playoff drivers. Kyle Larson, will start off with him, the pole sitter. Round number 3 in Texas, that was his first pole of the year. He has 17 points on the year, P6 in the playoffs. Denny Hamlin, third in the points. He has 1 win back at Daytona in round number 4. Poles 1 in round number 1 at the Daytona 500. He also wrecked out of that race. That was his 1 DNF of the year, and he has 26 points heading into this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. second in the playoffs. 1 win, that was at the Daytona 500. Also has 29 points. Bubba Wallace, no wins, no poles, no DNFs, but he's in the championship lead. 32 points for the 23 car. And we go to Kyle Busch, who won last time out. He has 1 DNF as well. That was back in round 3 at the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. 19 points on the season. That's how he got them with the win here at Indianapolis. We are ready to go. Cars are lined up. Pace car is off. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, green flag. The playoffs are underway from Indianapolis. Elliott leads down into turn 1. They might go 3 wide down into turn 1. That's not going to work out. DiBenedetto collects Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Eric Almirola. The yellow's out here on lap 1 in turn 1. It's the first caution of the afternoon. Kyle Busch, playoff driver, involved along with Eric Almirola. And they are stopped outside of turn number 1. This is the radio from Eric Almirola.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, fast race car.
And this is what happened. They went down into 3 wide into turn 1. Looked like Harvick might have locked up there. Almirola turning in. DiBenedetto with too much speed. Nowhere to go for the 3 of those drivers. Kyle Busch just involved there. Couldn't turn out of the way. He was on the outside behind Eric Almirola. There goes the 10 car down pit lane. A playoff driver involved in the early wreck here on lap 1. He's going to try and beat the pace car out of pit lane. He will, and he will stay on the lead lap, but he'll go to the tail end of the field here. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. Green flag's back in the air. Larson to the lead. This is a championship battle we've been waiting for. Stenhouse versus Walter. Oh, and around goes the 19, and spinning in front of the field, off the track. We stay green. Larson leads down into turn number 1. And there's Alex Bowman overtaking Denny Hamlin. Hamlin now fighting off Joey Logano. They both have a win this year. Hamlin holds him off on board with Almirola. He's about to get lapped by Kyle Larson. And there's the championship battle. Wallace and Stenhouse. Stenhouse dives it down into turn number 1. Gets the position from Bubba Wallace. Only 1 point. A few points. Sorry, that was 3 points that separate the 2 drivers heading into this race. And off the track goes Alex Bowman, another playoff driver with troubles. Alex Bowman rejoins in front of his Hendrick teammate. Off the track goes Austin Dillon now.
I'm out of fuel.
He's out of fuel.
Trouble for the 5 and the 9 at Hendrick Motorsports. They're both out of fuel. They're both on the same strategy.
Alright, man, we gotta manage the gap here and really start to save fuel.
That's the radio from Martin Truex Jr.'s team at JGR. And the 5 and the 9 lose their leading positions. They're going to go out of turn 1 3 wide. It doesn't work out. Almirola around and into the grass. He stays rolling. There goes Byron pushing Ricky Stenhouse Jr. off the grass. He's driving the wheels off of the 47, trying to stay in front of his championship rival, Bubba Wallace. Down into turn number 1, Stenhouse going to lap Almirola and Byron. Oh, and Byron makes contact with the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Wallace around and into the wall. Stenhouse takes the white flag, the final lap of the race. Wallace rejoins. Stenhouse hasn't won since round number 1. Wallace hasn't won at all this season. It's going to hurt him as Stenhouse comes home to win the Verizon 200.
Job, buddy. Sorry, I failed y'all. Absolute failure. Shut up. Come to the checker.
Frustration over the radio for the 23 team. It was a bad day. It was really a bad end to the day. It's going to hurt them. As we look at the race result, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets his second win of the year. This time it's for JTG Doherty Racing. Ryan Blaney missing out on the playoffs. He finishes in second. Brad Keselowski finishes in third. And we look down the list. Tyler Reddick in fourth. Bubba Wallace finishes in fifth. He still finishes in front of Larson and Elliott with a strategy mishap. Then it's Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. and it's Joey Logano that rounds out the points. Kurt Busch, the only driver outside the top 10 to finish on the lead lap. Suarez, Harvick, Byron, Bowman, Kyle Busch, DiBenedetto, Bell, Dillon, all a lap down. Almirola 2 laps down at the end of this race. And we look at your playoffs right now, the driver standings. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now leads, but it's only by 1 point over Bubba Wallace. Denny Hamlin 10 points behind the championship leader in third. Those currently in the championship 4, Daniel Suarez as well, he has 24 points. Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, they have advanced in the playoffs. Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, William Byron, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, all out of the playoffs. Tyler Reddick, then it's Ryan Blaney and Elliott, DiBenedetto, Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, Christopher Bell, all involved in the top 20 in the points. So what happens now? Well, we're going to look at your top 8 drivers in the points. Those are the drivers who advance to the next round. That'll be the Hartford Insurance 200 from the Hartford City Circuit in October. Now we look at them right now. You can see it's kind of spaced out, but at the same time it's a very tight field, and that's why the points level out with the championship 4. Whoever crosses the line first here in Indianapolis at the end of the year, they win the championship altogether. Bubba Wallace, 1 behind Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Such a brilliant championship battle that they've shared, and it's coming down as we now head to the round of 8. We'll see you in Hartford in October for the round of 8. It's round number 7. The Hartford Insurance 200 NTT IndyCar Series Racing concludes in November. We will see you from Hartford in just a month. So long from Indianapolis. AJ Racing thanks you for watching this presentation of the NASCAR Cup Series. We thank our fans for their support and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.